Hello friends. As you know that South Africa is on a tour to West Indies and they recently played a two-match test series in which South Africa won 2-0, and now a five-match T20 series is going to start between South Africa and West Indies. So I will be telling you the schedule of this series and the squad of both the teams, and I will be doing squad analysis, and on the basis of my squad analysis I will be giving you my prediction about this T20 series. So first of all, let's see the schedule of this T20 series. The five matches which will be held will be on dates June 26th, June 27th, June 29th, July 1st and July 3rd. And all the five T20s will be held at the same ground of National Cricket Stadium. And in India, it will be telecast live on Fan Code app. And the timings will be 11:30 p.m. Indian time. And in South Africa, the match will be telecast on Super Sports channel. And in West Indies, it will be telecast on Flow Sports. So now I will tell you about the squad of both the teams. Let's start with the squad of South Africa. You can see their squad on the screen. South Africa has a 19-member squad. Their captain is Temba Bavuma, and then they have Quinton de Kock, their wicketkeeper batsman, Bjorn Fortuin, Reza Hendricks, Henrik Klaasen, George Linde, Sisanda Magala, Janeman Malan, Aiden Markham, David Miller, Lungi Nagidi, Enrich Norche, Kagiso Rabada, Tabaris Shamsi, Racy van der Dussen, Kyle Warren, Lizard Williams, and Dial Fanul Quao, Dwayne Predioros. So this is the squad of South Africa. And you can see there are some notable omissions in this squad, like Faf du Plessis is missing. Also, AB de Villiers is not there, Chris Morris is also not there, and Imran Tahir is not there. And all these four players wanted to play this series. They were interested in going to this tour and play for T20, but they were not included. The selectors of South Africa, they told the reason that they want to give chance to young players and build their team of young players. So that's why they have chosen such a team. So as you can clearly see that their team, especially the batting, lacks the experience. Well, their bowling attack is good. They have three world-class fast bowlers in Lungi Nagidi, Kagiso Rabada and Norche. But in the batting department, they have Quinton de Kock and David Miller as the two experienced players, and rest of them are not that experienced. So I think in the batting department, South Africa might struggle in this series. And based on their squad, their expected playing 11, I think, can be, as you can see on the screen, Quinton de Kock and Temba Bavuma, their captain, as openers. At number 3, Rassie van der Dussen, then Henrik Klaasen, David Miller, George Linde. At number 7, either Andile Fleury-Vukovu or Sisanda Magala. Then at 8, Kagiso Rabada, Enrich Norche, Lungi Nagidi, and Tabaris Shamsi. This is the expected playing 11 for South Africa for first few T20s, and after that, maybe according to the performance, they can make some changes. Now talking about the West Indies squad. West Indies earlier declared an 18-member squad, but afterwards they reduced it to 13 members for the first T20. And the remaining 5 members will be like players in the reserves who can be added for the last 3 T20s. So I will show it to you. First I will show you the 13 members which have been chosen for the first 2 T20s. You can see on the screen. For first two T20s, West Indies team is Kieron Pollard, captain, Nicholas Pooran, vice captain, Fabian Allen, Dwayne Bravo, Fidel Edwards, Andre Fletcher, Chris Gale, Jason Holder, Evan Lewis, Ove McCaw, Andre Russell, Lendl Simmons, Kevin Sinclair. And then they have five players in the reserves also. They are Sheldon Cottrell, Shimron Hetmeyer, Akil Hussain, Oshne Thomas, and Hayden Walsh Jr. So as you can see in their squad that they have some big names in their squad. And these big names were not playing regularly for West Indies in the T20 format. But this time their selectors have decided that they will give chance to these T20 players, these big names, because they want to field a strong team for the T20 World Cup later this year. And I think this is a good move. Like they have included Kieron Pollard, Chris Gale is there, Dwayne Bravo, and they have shown faith in Nicholas Pooran as vice captain. There is Andre Russell and Lendl Simmons, and then Hetmeyer is also in the reserves. Although I feel that they could have included Hetmeyer in the 13-member squad. So their batting, of course, is looking quite strong. And if you see the bowling, maybe they are lacking some sort of experience in the bowling, but still they have Jason Holder there and Dwayne Bravo. Both of them are very good bowlers in the T20 format. So even in the bowling department, I wouldn't say it's completely inexperienced, but their batting is definitely strong. And if you compare the batting of both the teams, then West Indies certainly scores over there. While if you compare the bowling, then maybe in the bowling department, South Africa is slightly ahead of West Indies. So now going by the squad of West Indies, their expected playing 11, I think, will be, you can see on the screen, openers will be Lendl Simmons and Evan Lewis. And then Chris Gale will be at number 3, Kieron Pollard at 4, Nicholas Pooran at 5, then Andre Russell, Jason Holder, Dwayne Bravo, Fabian Allen, Kevin Sinclair, and Fidel Edwards. Now talking about the outcome of this series. Well, let's start with South Africa. I think South Africa is high on confidence right now. They have just won their 2-match test series against West Indies, and their confidence is really high. But if you see their batting is inexperienced. Except you can say the openers Quinton de Kock and their captain and maybe David Miller, but their batting lacks the experience. While on the other hand, West Indies batting is quite strong. And in the bowling department, if we compare, then you can maybe call their bowling strength as equal, or South Africa is slightly ahead. But you can't take out this factor that West Indies is playing in their home conditions. And in the T20 format, West Indies has always been a strong side. They have even won the T20 World Cup in the past. And test format is a different thing. They are not as strong in the test format, but in T20 format and with such type of lineup, where all their major batsmen and major players are playing, I think West Indies will be the superior team here. But you also have to consider the fact that many of these players, their experienced players, will be playing together after a long time. So maybe they will need some time to regroup themselves as a unit, as a team. But overall, I would say that West Indies will have the upper hand in this series. So my prediction is that West Indies will win this T20 series. Now, the factor is what will be the final score. There can be 3 possibilities. It can be 3-2, 4-1 or 5-0 in favor of West Indies. So I think that the final result of this series will be 3-2 in favor of West Indies. South Africa will also give a tough fight. It will be a close series because South Africa bowling attack is good. And West Indies may need some time to regroup themselves as a unit. So what I feel is that there will be a close battle where you may see the score of 1-all after 2 matches and maybe 2-all after 4 matches, and the series may go into decider where West Indies will clinch it. That is my guess. So as per my analysis, West Indies will win this series by a score line of 3-2. So let's see how this series goes. I am sure that there will be a lot of fireworks and it will be a great series. Okay, friends.